Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner of the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by the NSIC softball tournament champion, Liz Dierks of the Augustana Vikings. Liz, welcome to the Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
As we do each week, let's start with you telling us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm a center fielder for the Augustana Vikings, and I'm also a senior biology major at Augustana, and I will be attending the University of Nebraska Medical Center for pharmacy school for the next 4 years to become a clinical pharmacist.
Outstanding. You said you are from Sioux Falls. You're playing softball in Sioux Falls. Why did you decide to stay close to home and become a Viking?
Honestly, there's a few reasons. First, I knew I wanted to major in biology and pursue some career in healthcare, and Augustana has a great reputation for academics, and so that was a biggie for me. Also, both of my parents went to Augustana, as well as my aunt and my uncle. So I kind of grew up just knowing the campus. I felt really comfortable with Augustana University. I attended a lot of softball camps at a really young age. And so that's kind of cool for coach to see my growth. And then lastly, the Augustana softball program is simply the best of the best in my mind. Augustana was a place where I knew I could compete at a high level on the field and be pushed academically as well. And I knew I would have the opportunity to compete for a national championship. And I think that's so unique for this school. Not a lot of schools around Sioux Falls can say the same thing, that they have the opportunity every year to compete for a national championship in the Elite Eight. So.
You mentioned that you went to some softball camps when you were younger. How did you get into playing softball?
Yeah, so growing up, I played a variety of sports. I played softball, volleyball, track, basketball. I was on swim team, you name it. I also played varsity volleyball in high school, and so I was big into both volleyball and softball. But I specifically played for a national fast pitch organization called the South Dakota Renegades. And so basically, we traveled the country, and this provided me with so many great opportunities to play in front of college coaches and have the opportunity to go to Augustana. I was surrounded by amazing people, amazing teammates, a lot of which still play college softball as well. And then my coaches were amazing too.
And it's definitely paying off. And the Vikings are on a tear, winning their last 21 games, including its eighth NSIC regular season title, fifth NSIC tournament title in convincing fashion. But let's go back to the end of March. The Vikings split with St. Cloud State and were swept by UMD. From that weekend on, the Vikings have been rolling. What changed that weekend for you guys?
Yeah, honestly, we faced a lot of adversity preseason and even at the beginning of conference play, like you said. And we really have elevated our game since then, since we played St. Cloud and that UMD series. We knew we could do better. We knew that wasn't Augustana softball. And so we had to find ways to get better, and we had to do it pretty quickly as well. And so to get better and make changes, we watched film, we fixed some defensive plays, and then we've just been stringing together hits as well. Coach T and Coach Buck have been throwing live to us in practice, and honestly, that's helped so much. And so we're very appreciative of them doing that as well.
Coach Greta Melstead, already a Hall of Famer. What's it like to play for her, and what are the best attributes of her as being a head coach?
Yeah, I am so grateful for all the opportunities that Coach Milstead has given me throughout these 4 years. She has invested in my success athletically and academically, and I'm just so appreciative of her. What I'm doing right now would not be possible without Coach. She's a person of integrity. She has such strong morals, and she makes sure that she develops athletes that are going to succeed later in life as well, and not just on the softball field. If you were to ask anyone, I think they would agree that Coach is probably one of the most competitive people that you've ever met as well. And so I love how she's pushed me to be the best softball player that I can be over my 4 years. And I just am very, very grateful for Coach.
As we speak to you, you are in Arkansas preparing for a game with Missouri Southern State. That's on Thursday at 3 p.m. What do you know about the Lions, and what are keys to making a run in the Central region?
Yeah, so we know their pitchers' tendencies. We played them last year. And so honestly, this week we've just been working on extending through the ball and getting under it a little bit. I think they throw more drop balls. So we're prepared from that, just hitting off of our coaches as well as the machines. And we just need to keep doing what we're doing. At this point, every individual knows what they need to do to be successful. And so we're just going to stick with that game plan. And I've had the unique opportunity to compete in 3 regional tournaments now. And I just know that everyone is here to play their best softball. And so everyone's going to show up. Everyone's season is on the line. And so I think our thing is that we just need to continue to play confident and free, and yeah, it should be fun.
A lot of softball ahead of you this season, hopefully. But what you mentioned playing in three regionals already, this is your fourth. What are some of the fondest memories you've had of your collegiate career?
Yeah, honestly, some of my fondest memories have been competing in the NSIC tournament at Bowdoin Field this year and last year, just because Augustana University means so much to me. I can't say enough about how grateful I am for this university. Just seeing professors in the stands, seeing my parents, fans. Bowdoin Field is a very exciting atmosphere to play at, especially in the NSIC tournament. So I'm really just going to miss standing in center field and seeing all of my biggest supporters.
A little more special for you this season at the NSIC tournament as you were named the NSIC Elite 18 award winner as you hold a 4.0 GPA. How have you been able to balance your academic and athletic career?
Yeah, so I'm just so humbled and honored to receive the Elite 18 award. I'm a very self-motivated, determined individual, and I invite challenges, and I really just try to perform the best of my ability in whatever I'm doing. As far as balancing academics and athletics go, I really try to utilize free time, hotel time, bus time, and I've made sacrifices to put my athletics and academics first, just especially having in the back of my mind that motivation to attend pharmacy school. But honestly, I think my success stems more from everyone else than myself. My parents have supported me endlessly. Both of my parents went to Augustana. They were biology majors. My mom played volleyball here. And so they've really helped me through adversity and they understand the difficulty of taking rigorous science courses and playing a sport as well. I'd also like to thank my siblings and my teammates and other student athletes for providing notes while I'm gone for softball. And then lastly, this would not be possible without the flexibility of my coaches and my professors, whether that's leaving practice early to go to a grad school interview or missing class for softball. I just couldn't be where I am right now without them. So I'm very appreciative of them as well.
I'm sure there are many more awards in your future with all the success you're having in or down there at Augustana. The last question I have for you, what's been the best piece of advice you've received during your athletic career?
Yeah, I think the best piece of advice that I've learned is just to be where my feet are, which it took me a while to learn my freshman and sophomore year, but I just think it's a great life skill. Balancing academics, athletics, extracurriculars at Augustana is not easy, but I think just being where my feet are and being in the moment has allowed me to succeed on and off the field. So
Good advice right there. We've heard that before from some others. Be where your feet are. That is good advice. I love it. Best of luck to you, Liz, down at the Central Region Tournament the rest of the season for you and the Vikings. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. Liz, again, congratulations on all the success and good luck.
thank you.